Hello and welcome to Chunkbuild, guys. I hope you're all right. Yeah, today we're going to do episode 2 of our castle theme, our chunk-sized castle theme. And this time it's time for the gatehouse. You can sort of see it behind me, but we're gonna have a closer look at it for sure. So the gatehouse goes in the same sort of style as the corner module that was presented in the last video. And in point of fact, first of all I want to say, if you want to connect the wall, this is where the wall connects, on both sides. So that is where one wall connects, and this is where the other wall connects. Okay, so with that out of the way, let's have a look at this gatehouse. Now, the gatehouse is obviously where you enter the castle itself. So it's surrounded by two sort of towers, two elongated towers. And they are there so that anybody who is in possession of the castle can try and prevent people from entering here. So you would fall this portculis down. You would fell it down, and you'd be able to shoot people trying to break into it. If they do get into this area, this portcullis will be down as well. People will stand around here in the back and shoot at you. They will drop burning tar and such like at you as well, while you desperately try and break this down. And then once you're in here, you can't actually get into this place, into the gatehouse. Instead, they can stand up here on the walls and in the little arrow slits and on the towers and still shoot at you. So then obviously this is where the castle will be. That's the idea from a defensive point of view. Now, to actually get into this building, in this case we have to go through the wall. So there's a lot of things to talk about with this building. The inside is quite cramped, as it would have been, because it's full of chains that handle the portculis. You can sit better here, so the chain goes over this wheel. You presumably moderate it with this, and down here you can see the portcullis, and then the chains take over and go up here and around. And the same actually goes for the outside one, except we have to go up here somehow. I can't find the... Oh yeah. Yep. So the chains come here and go in to the castle or the gatehouse itself. Up here you see the trapdoors that I was talking about. Now the tar is being made here and over here. So, and that's obviously bad news for anybody attacking. So that's this room, I think. Now if we go, first of all maybe up here. There are 2 floors to these towers. We're now transcending the tower, by the way. So we can go out here, come up here. And this is where we have again the ability to shoot people approaching, or if for some reason they're down here, we can shoot them down here as well. We can also go out here to fire at people that are all the way at the front of the gate. Okay, so that's cool. I like that. So that's this. This is the roof of the gatehouse itself, you might say. But we can also go up into the towers, and up in the towers you have a great view over the surrounding area. It's more really for as a viewing platform, I reckon, to see if anybody is approaching. But you can also shoot people that are far away. Also from here you'll have an excellent opportunity to shoot at people who have taken the walls, if they do that, because remember, the walls are down here. So, if we go down again, the next thing to notice is you've seen already how to get into and out of here and onto the walls. We go over here, you can see that we can shoot all the way down here. So if this place gets taken, well, we could. If this place gets taken, we can shoot down there. There can be another archer firing here onto the wall. And yet another one firing out into the field at approaching enemies. It's the same on the other side. Now if we get down this way, we also have arrow slits. here and here, but we can also go out here, shoot straight down into anybody approaching the gate, as well as lobbing arrows further into the field. We can also go through this hatch, trapdoor, and get into this crammed space, where we can stand and shoot at anybody who has breached the first portcullis and is working their way onto the second portcullis. So yeah, I put a lot of thought into the defensive structure and tried to make it fairly accurate, while keeping within a chunk, and also while making it look awesome. So this is the gatehouse from the outside. I'm really pleased with this building actually. It is super detailed, but most of the elements are borrowed from what we did last week, or last time, which was the corner lot. If you haven't checked that out, I talked at length about how I go about producing these walls. I did an experiment as well. I've done one thing differently, basically, from the block palette, and that is that I exchanged the dark concrete powder for the light gray concrete powder, and I think, well, maybe it looks better, maybe it doesn't. It's just another variant. So if you prefer the dark, just go ahead and replace all that. If you prefer the light, go to the other build and replace it with the light, the dark with the light. Oh yeah, there's one more thing I forgot to mention actually. So if we can get in here somehow. If we don't go outside and we don't go in there and we go instead here, we have arrow slits here as well, and we also even have a little balcony where we can stand and heckle our opponents and shoot at them. So there we go. I think that's about it for explaining this building. Let's have a little fly around again and behold it. And while we do, I want to say this. In the description of the video, there is a link to download this as a structure block, so you can include it into your own world. Now, if you want to know how to do that, you can also read that in the description. Now, what I would like you to also do is leave a comment. Tell me what you think of this build, and tell me if you have any other ideas for themes that you would like to see me do in the Chunkbuild series. Also, obviously, like and subscribe to the video. That is always much appreciated, and it does really help me out. You should also be aware by now that these come out at an irregular but fairly high frequency, so it's probably a good idea to be subscribed, because then you get notified of new episodes coming out. That is, of course, if you like the Chunkbuild series. So that's it for this time, I think. Leave a like I said, and I will see you next time. Bye bye!